My name is Alina.
I am here to talk to you about the 28-day movement exploration that me and Ty just finished. And it was a real challenge to do all those 28 days, but what an amazing journey that it was at the same time. I feel like I learned so much about myself as a dancer and got all of these different ideas about how I can bring new creativity to my movement practice. I especially appreciated the different themes. So this wasn't as obvious, but each week there was a new theme that we were working on. So the first one was to isolate. And this one was probably one of my favorites, honestly. I feel like isolating a single body part, especially one that you don't normally see emphasized in dance, gave me a lot of creativity that I don't normally exercise. So that was probably my favorite, honestly. So the second theme was initiate, which was very similar to isolate in a way because it was still isolating a single body part, but meaningfully different in the sense that you were initiating your movement from that place rather than just focusing on it, which was surprisingly more challenging for me, but that was cool too to stretch my creative ability in that way. The next week we did was focus. So that one was probably even harder because it was getting a little bit more abstract, focusing on three-dimensionality, focusing on your facial expressions, focusing on transitions. So all of those things were just a little bit more advanced, I felt, I guess, a little bit more challenging. So I really appreciated that as well. The next week was so great. It was play. And this is so important, and it was just such a beautiful reminder for me to change my attitude with the movement because it's so easy for me to be so serious and hyper fixate on the way that I look as I'm dancing instead of just focusing on the experience and attitude of playfulness, which is really, in my opinion, what dance should be about. Should be about just having fun and enjoying your body and what amazing bliss it can be to have this physical form to experience pleasure and movement through. So that I'm gonna definitely take with me. I'm gonna take that attitude of play into more sessions intentionally, which if we hadn't done this 28-day movement exploration, I probably never would have even thought about. So besides the actual experience of dancing and trying all these new different creative ways to express myself through a movement, I also really appreciated this challenge for the ability to just make it easier and smoother and less inhibition around making new content and just making videos and also exploring how fun it can be to edit. And there's this whole other layer of creativity when you're posting to the internet every day where you're like, okay, so what's my camera angle? Like, what's the whole experience people are gonna receive from this? What's the caption I'm writing about it? What does it mean to me? How am I presenting it? Which is just a whole other layer of creativity that I really enjoyed exploring and I think is gonna be really helpful for me moving forward, just lowering the barrier, making it easier to just put myself out there and not take it so seriously. If you want to give this challenge a try for yourself, you can go to my website and I will post the little JPEG with all the different invitations for movement exploration, and you can read my blog there and find my art. I am a fiber artist and a painter, and if you want to try some meditations or yoga, I'm a yoga teacher and I'll post those on my YouTube channel here. And if you want to follow my journey as a dancer and an aerialist, best place to find me is Instagram at Alina246, Aleena246. And my website is promethea.design, Promethia.design, DESIGN. Thank you so much for being here with me and hope to see you there.